Let's talk about it with criminal defense attorney David Bruno and professor and retired NYPD detective Mike Alcazar. It's good to see you both this morning to weigh in on this case that has captured so many people's attention. David, let me start with you. What you heard from David Halls there, does that get us to the point that Halyna Gutierrez was also negligent? Or are they trying to get the jury, as far as the prosecution, to connect the fact that if he's agreeing that he's negligent, then that points to her also being negligent?
Sure, Julie. This is the strength and the crux of the prosecutor's case. And that was Gutierrez Reed was the armor, and she had the responsibility of inspecting the weapon just prior to giving it to Alec Baldwin. And Mr. Hall was also responsible. So it's Gutierrez Reed inspection, there's an independent inspection by Hall, and then Alec Baldwin is the shooter. And that is definitely the strength of the case. But I have some problems with the testimony yesterday. And that is, Gutierrez was 24 years old at the time of the shooting and on set. And she's the armorer, yes, in title. But you could see from the videos that we see about Alec Baldwin and his responsibility, his A-lister status, and then also the director and everybody else. And Halyna Gutierrez is assumed, and they're making an argument that she's the one that needs to step in and stop everybody from holding weapons and pointing and things like that. Like, this is the ultimate scapegoat. And I wonder, how does a 24-year-old like Halyna Gutierrez Reed get on that set with that responsibility? And then just last point, when we look at the movie credits, just think about this. You see Alec Baldwin all the way at the top, and you see all the cast. And where do you see Gutierrez Reed on that list? Right? I don't even know if she's on that list. She's probably all the way at the bottom of the list, and she's the one that's being held responsible for this shooting, in addition to Alec Baldwin. I just have a problem with the dynamic and the culture on the set.
It's important to me that the truth be known, that Halyna's husband and son, her family, know the truth of what happened. It's important that the cast and the crew, producers of Rust, know what happened. And it's important that the industry, the motion picture and television industry, knows what happened so that this never happens again.
David, it's a touching end to his direct examination. Do you think the jury is still thinking this is someone who got probation for his role?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look, from a public policy perspective, he said all the right things. I mean, these are changes that have to happen in this industry. With that being said, I wonder, would Mr. Hall be saying the same thing, sitting on that witness stand, if they extended a 5-year prison sentence? He got a sweetheart deal, especially given the fact that he's the person in between Halyna Gutierrez Reed and Alec Baldwin. He had equal responsibility, being the assistant director, to independently inspect the bullets, which he did not do. So when the prosecutor has to make a decision, and they made the decision to give him the break, it's certainly going to be something that we hear at the closing argument about the credibility, given the sequencing of where the weapon was handed and who gave it to Baldwin.
A lot more ahead in this case. We're actually expecting the director, Joel Souza, who was injured by that same bullet, to take the stand today. You don't want to miss it. Coming up ahead on Court TV. David and Mike, don't go anywhere. We have to squeeze in a break.